The next thing we want to do is add a little extra feature to our box. We want to have a rubber seal. This will mean that we could use our box for a waterproof application where we need to make sure that moisture and water cannot get in. To do this, we're going to need to start by disabling the visibility of our bottom section. This means we can freely work on it on the top. We need to use that. We can click and hold on our view cube, drag, so we can see this. We are going to need to draw a new sketch. Now, to make this easier, we're going to use the tool we used before, project. We're going to grab our view cube again, we're going to rotate. We can actually do this in the sketch, so now we can see the other side. We're going to go S, and then type in project. And we're going to project this shape, as well as this shape. This means that we know where we can put our seal. This makes it a lot easier when we're designing it. Next, what we need to do is we need to calculate where our seal is going to go. To do this, we can use an offset. We want to emboss this 2 millimeters, like this. Perfect. That's a bit close to the edge, so we might actually step that back to 1.5. That looks pretty good. We can push enter. We will use this later as a path. So this will mean that we can run our rubber that we want to put in along this path. You'll see what this means in a minute. We can go finish sketch. We're not going to do any extruding right now, but we're going to do some in a minute. What we're going to do now is create what is called an offset plane. This means that what we need to do is create a profile. This means it'll intersect properly. We can come up here where it says construct. You'll see this icon here, offset plane. We click on this, then we click on this shape right here. This will add a big yellow square. Now we can click on this. Now we can come and we can drag this until it intersects somewhere on this black line we just put in. When that's done, we push OK. Now we can create another sketch. We do similar to what we did before. We come S, project. We project our line. Okay, now we can come back to where we were. Now that dot is the line we made. We can come here with our circle and create a 1 millimeter circle there. Okay, and finish sketch. Now you notice our circle is halfway along the line. Now we can come up to our create menu, where you're going to create what is called a sweep. This takes this profile, which is our circle we have here, and runs it along the black path we just made. We can click sweep, click on our circle. Then we come up and click on this arrow here, and we select this being our path. You'll see now we have a red outline. What we want to do here is where it says cut, we want to change this to new body, like we did with the lid. This is going to create a new component. Finally, what we need to do is get back into position, and we need to cut a slot out of the lid for it to sit in. Before, you notice we had the cut option, but had we done that, we wouldn't have had the profile left to work with. So what we can do, we can use the combine tool. If we push S and type in combine, and click this blue icon here. Now, for target body, we select this great big thing here. For tool body, we select this. We can click cut, and you'll notice it creates this thing. But it is very important that we click this box here that says keep tools. What this means is that the top body will have this cut out of it, but it will not throw away this tool. So we will still have our rubber seal here. We can push OK. And now you'll notice if we disable visibility, we have a channel. And we have this. The last thing we can do is change the materials of our lid. This doesn't affect the actual CAD, but it makes it a lot easier. So what we do to do this, we push the S key. Now we can type in material, and we click this little icon here that's got the chalkboard pattern. Once it is loaded, we want to come to plastic, and we can look through the plastics we can decide we want to use. In this case, we might want to use, say, PVC plastic, some random opaque plastic, polycarbonate. We have a lot of options. In this case, we're going to use ABS. So we scroll up, we click on ABS and we drag it. We do the same to the lid as well. The other thing we can do, we can toggle the visibility of the lid and we can change the material of our seal. If we scroll down in here, we will find silicone. The reason we want this, or rubber in this case, the reason we want rubber is this means that we can create a weather-resistant seal for our box. This is great because it means that if, say, weather comes, this rubber will stop the water from getting into a point. We can click and hold on this and drag it, making sure very carefully that we select it. In this case, it's really hard, so what we can do is toggle visibility of our box, so we can just click and drag onto this. Now if we re-enable the visibility, you'll see we have a black rubber seal and we have a box.